What's going on? So today I actually have something a little different. I am going to open one pack, only one pack. Um, they are not having these sets in the stores anymore. I know that they don't have the Pokemon 25th anniversary celebrations stuff anymore. So you will not be seeing these ETBs hitting the shelves anymore. I have 11 of these. The last time I got a few was actually at Walmart. I bought I think 5 or 6 that they had left. That was the last time I've seen them. If I see them again, I'm going to snatch them up because that gives you the chance to get this Celebrations Charizard. I have this one in a nice magnetic pro mold sleeve. I really like these magnetic sleeves. They're really nice for keeping cards like this, especially of high value and cards that you just pulled. Like, this was one of the first videos we did on this channel. Me and my wife did this in the very last pack. We pulled this Charizard from Celebration, so really, really happy with it. You can look at the holo on this card. It's very nice. But without further ado, I just wanted to talk about the different. I wanted to talk about the different Charizards. We have an Evolutions Charizard here. We have the Celebrations Ultra Premium Gold card Charizard, which is absolutely stunning. This is a really beautiful card. It's got the Pokemon label print indented there. And it's in this nice plastic sleeve. There's also a Pikachu, but I'm not going to talk about that. I have 2 more of these boxes sealed. I got them for around 180, so I'm going to sit on those for, a decade or a couple decades and just see what happens. Right now, this card in a PSA 10 fetches around $10,000. So I'm pretty excited to have these boxes. I don't know if or when I will send this one to PSA grading, but it's been something on the back of my mind. It's going to cost a good bit of money. I think like $200 to have this graded, up to $10,000 in value. So I'll put that guy aside. I also really want to get into Digimon soon. I really want to talk about it, if not play the game. I really want to collect these too. I have 3. Let's see. That's another pack. I have 3 of these Digimon booster boxes. It's the classic collection. I just think that these look really, really good. I think these are going to retain their value and skyrocket at some point. Like this is so reminiscent to me of the Pokemon base set booster box. Kind of like the first booster box that everybody wanted to go after. Now I know there's been several Digimon releases, but I got the recent decks and the Legendary Collection because I just like them. Because I bought those out of the card shop, they came with these extra 1-card booster packs. So I'm going to open one of these up. The other one I'm going to keep just for the long term. But I'm going to open one of those up today. But what I wanted to talk about in this video mainly is just Charizards. Like, Charizard is the epitome of what you want in Pokemon. That's what everyone goes after. That's what everyone collects. And there's a new set release coming out, Brilliant Stars, and that comes out tomorrow. So there's going to be a lot of hype around Brilliant Stars. And I just wanted to talk about Charizards in general because now could be a really good time to take advantage of the cheaper Charizards that are out there now, that have released semi-recently to recently. We're going to go all the way back to Evolutions, which was in 2016, the release. So starting off with, I think, one of the more recent Charizards, there's a lot of different alternate art Charizards. This one, we'll talk about some that I pulled and then some that I bought. I have several Charizards. I think I have like 9 or 10 Charizards total, shadowless, base 2, base. I don't have a Legendary Collection Charizard, and I don't have a lot of the modern Charizards or the Charizards from the last like 15 years in any of those sets. I don't have those. I have a Blaine's Charizard, but anyways, we're going to talk about some of my pulls and then some of the ones that I bought that made me really happy. I pulled one Darkness Ablaze pack, and I got this beautiful full art VMAX Charizard. Just want to get that up to the camera as nice as I can so you guys can see just how nice the quality of this card is. It's very shiny. I have some lighting in here, so I hope that would help with the clarity of the video. Hopefully the glare isn't too much. I'll try and move away from that glare if I have to. But yeah, it's absolutely stunning card. It's a really beautiful card. And it's Charizard, sick. Before that, me and my wife, one of our first videos, we pulled this Celebrations Charizard, and it's just such a beautiful rendition of the old Charizard. It doesn't have different stats or anything like that. Like the HP is the same, the attacks are the same. And it's got this small little Celebrations, I guess, symbol right here that's a little bit large for my taste, but you get used to it. And in the end of the day, the holo and the quality of this card is so nice that I don't think anybody really minds all that much. The holo is just beautiful on this card. The holos always look better in person than they do on camera, in my opinion. Maybe I just need to get a better camera. But yeah, there's that. And then, of course, I just talked about the Ultra Premium Collections Celebrations box. Those are really sweet. You know, you get a bunch of Celebrations packs, so you get a chance to possibly get a Charizard on top of this Charizard, which is really cool. I haven't opened the other two boxes, and I'm kind of afraid to. It's not worth it to pull a Charizard. I just leave those sealed because those have these still sealed in the box, protected, you know, from everything. So I think I'm going to leave those alone. But yeah, the boxes you can probably find on eBay, the Ultra Premium Collection boxes, you can find those for around, I think right now, $250 to $350, somewhere in that area, maybe $400. I'm not 100% sure on that, but almost the whole cost of the box alone is worth this card, because if you manage to get one that hasn't been bumped around, that hasn't chipped, because these cards are made out of metal, so that paint that's on there chips really, really easily. So one of these in a perfect grade 10, like I said before, goes for nearly $10,000. So it's pretty crazy. But yeah, those were some of my favorite pulls. And then I bought this Evolution set. I ordered a booster box. But it got here and then it was fake. And right now I'm looking at others, but I just feel super, demoralized, you know? I don't want to go after that booster box as much. So I just thought an easy thing to do. I think I ordered these together because I wanted to have the booster box and then the main card that everyone goes after, which is the Evolutions Charizard. It's really a beautiful card. But this is from the set Evolutions, and it released in 2016, Evolutions XY, Charizard Holo. This is in a near mint 8. I don't know if you guys can see that. These are super cheap right now. So a near mint 8 Evolutions Charizard, I think I got this one for like $80 or $90. They're going for around that range, which is a really good price when you're talking about a card that's already graded and near mint. So this is actually the first Charizard that I have that's in a grade 8. I do want to get the base set unlimited. I do want to get the shadowless in graded conditions. And then I want to get first edition cards. I want to go after the first edition cards. But there's a lot on my list that I want to go after. And we're covering our bases with the last few sets that have come out first. Obviously in the last video you guys saw I pulled a lot of packs. I kind of want to move away from just doing massive openings until I can afford to really just throw away all those packs. Granted, I could have pulled something really good, but the reality was I probably pulled maybe half, or it could be possible that I pulled the full value of what I spent on those cards, because my first 9 packs were all like holos, V maxes, Vs, but then I opened a bunch of other packs and it just didn't quite even out. I did get an Umbreon VMAX. That was pretty cool, full art. That's the second one that I've gotten. I got a Gyarados full art that's up there. In fact, that's a cool card that I want to shout out, low-key. I also got this Moltres V and this Celebi. just to talk about these again, because they were cool pulls. This Celebi full art is really beautiful. So I got that out of Vivid Voltage. And this Galarian Moltres V full art. It's not the V Max, but the full art is still beautiful on this card. And so it's a card that kind of, for now, is the only thing I really need out of Chilling Reign. I still want the Blaziken, but then this is the Gyarados full art V. I just think this card looks really, really pretty. It's got, you know, all those colors in it, so it just looks really good. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and open up this Digimon one card pack and just see what these are about, see what's in here. Ooh, these are really hard to open and keep nice. Butchered this little one card pack. And you know, of course, I don't want to mess this up because there's only one card in here. So I don't want to, oh my gosh. I'm destroying this pack. This is one of the hardest packs I've ever opened. Real talk, I'm not even sure how to open this without like destroying it. Okay. So, in here I got Charizard. Huh. I'm not sure if this is like a rare or what. I don't know anything about Digimon, but I'm just going to show you guys. This is the artwork looks pretty cool. I'm a huge Digimon fan from the old days, so I'm hoping if I open one of those newer booster boxes, that'll have something cool in it. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, this is the card I got. I do believe I remember seeing him in one of the movies, but I'm not 100% sure. I am just going to slip this guy right back on in here, kind of as a memento. And I'm going to open this one Evolving Skies pack. Seem to do a lot better when I just open like one thing at a time. And then I can take my time with it too. Alright. It's the same artwork. 21.89. It's on the light side. So what I've learned so far is if they're lighter, they probably have something good. It's kind of reverse with these newer sets. 21.91. Okay. Guys, hush. Wake up the baby. Wake up little Aspen. Okay, so oddly enough, that theory could be right. We got a white backed code card. We kept our art looking nice and minty. Because you never know, down the road, just the art on the packs could be worth something. I know that's a stretch, but... And of course the code card is damaged. Like, if you guys notice, whenever you get Pokemon cards, that these code cards tend to be damaged. It's pretty lame. Okay. Alright, so we've got Electric Energy, Trainer, Vigoroth, Trainer, Cutiefly, Hitmonchan, a Lotad, there's something shiny back there, something really shiny back there, Sableye, Teddy Ursa. Okay, ooh, I don't want to knock that over. Oh, this is cool. So we got a rare reverse, Florges from Floette. We actually have a little box full of reverse hollows, so I'm just going to start throwing all those together. And come on, come on, come on. We got a Noivern. We've got like 50 Noiverns. Alright, so we got a Noivern V. It's cool and all to get the V cards, but I was really hoping for something else. But today was really to talk about Charizards. So with that, I'm going to cut the video off. And yeah, guys, these right now, these evolutions Charizards, not only do they look like the real deal, but to get one that's in mint condition in a graded 8, and look at the back of that card, it's perfect. That's pretty cool. Other than the stats being different, which kind of bothers me a little bit from the, you know, it varies from the original base set Charizard. I mean, this is Celebrations, but it's the same template. You see how the energies are different, and then the stats up top are different. It's a slightly different retro of the card. But yeah, for the most part, I think that both of these are really good runner-ups to collect right now. If you're not going to go for base set Charizards, I feel like you can get these for a really good price right now. But honestly, I think there's so much hype in the newer game that people aren't paying attention as much to the vintage cards, which, you know, those are the ones that are ultimately always going to continue to rise in value the quickest as they become more scarce. So I think right now people should be focusing on the OG older cards. I think people should put all their focus on the older cards right now because you can get all this stuff for cheap right now. That's one thing that I don't regret that I've done is I started collecting all this older stuff, getting all the decks. I mean, I've got doubles and triples of these old theme decks, and I'm happy with that because I think those are going to get really hard to find, and ultimately you get a box, a whole deck of cards. You have everything you need to play. It's not like you're going after single cards and you have to build an old deck. Like, it gives you these pre-made decks that are really, really nice. For example, you know, take Lieutenant Surge, for example. You know, you get all of the Lieutenant Surge Pokemon based on Lieutenant Surge, and you get, you know, certain trainer cards that are based on him, and it's just cool to have a deck that's themed like this. But even a more basic deck that you can find for really, really cheap, these lockdown themed decks, there's 2 fossil decks, and they are the Bodyguard and the lockdown fossil decks. You know, you can have these used for like 30, 40, 50 bucks, depending on the condition, and you get everything you need to play the old game. And I just personally think that all these card games have become, you know, the meta games have gotten way too fast for my taste personally. And I like the old games. I like old Yu-Gi-Oh! I like old Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks. I still play the old Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. And I've only ever played the old Pokemon game. I never played the newer set. I do have some newer decks. As well as the display boxes that they came in. I got this Blastoise deck, this Victini deck, and this Gardevoir deck. I just got some newer ones. I don't plan on opening them because seeing what happened with the old theme decks, I think that if you just hang on to all these, they'll be worth more down the road. But I just wanted to point out the fact that I think there's a lot of good value in the decks in terms of playing as well as collecting, and I think that that's a good place to go if you're going to start collecting vintage Pokemon cards. I think start with the oldest stuff first, get the decks, get the displays, get the booster boxes, even if you have to do it like me, and in some cases buy an empty booster box, and then, which, that's crazy. Just the fact that an empty booster box goes for anywhere from 50 to 100 bucks, even 200 or 300, depending how rare it is, if it's a first edition or a shadowless. It's just nuts where the game has gone. And I just think if you want to have a really complete collection, you have to start with the old stuff first, because you can get all this other stuff down the road. There's plenty of ETBs on eBay, and it's just getting harder and harder to find the old stuff. But in terms of the newer stuff, the Evolution set Charizard I think is great. The Celebrations Charizard I think is great. And then of course the Celebrations Ultra Premium Gold Charizard I think are your best bets right now. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Peace out, guys. Thank you for subscribing to my newer subscribers. Y'all are the world to me right now. I started this with 2 subscribers, 1 subscriber, just like, what's up guys? Today we have blah, blah, blah. And I was just talking about cards, but now to know that I have somewhat of an audience is way cooler. Anyways, peace out guys. I'm gonna keep making videos. I've gotten a little choppy making videos with my life schedule in general, but I definitely want to get back to it, and it's fun and I like to do it. You know, it's like something that's becoming a routine, kind of like going to the gym. But anyways, peace out, guys.